Bueno, yo le quiero preguntar, ya que iniciaste el año pasado, que fue lo más importante, quiero hablarle sobre Another Weekend. Another Weekend es una producción, sabemos, que es de Dan Hewin Owens, el famoso de Lady G. Es una superproducción grande, entonces yo le quiero preguntar sobre cómo fue la participación de allí y también qué fue lo más característico de su personaje, ya iniciando todo.
Yes, in fact, we are going to talk about that first role that appeared on your IMDb that is in Another Weekend. We know it's a short film from Dan Hewitt Owens, and you can tell us more about this beginning, your acting career with this project. We will be thankful.
Yeah, I'm going to explain the steps that I took that I think people are missing out on because they've been in it 5, 10, 20 years and they haven't been able to build that page up because they don't know how to market themselves. You have to market yourself. You have to put yourself out there. Different groups, people out here podcasting, like how we're speaking right now. I'm sorry, la piquito, habla español, ayúdame, espera, lo sientos.
No te preocupes, it's okay.
Like, but it's networking. It's first you have to take some classes. You have to know what the directors are telling you. And I took stunts. And then I started participating with the crew side for PA, slating, learning a little bit about AD work. And then I started doing stunts, the burns, the jumps off buildings, the fall tactics. So when I'm on a set or if there's something coming up, preparation meets opportunity. So all I do is market myself. I'll put my link on and I'll build my resume that I've been doing since last year in February.
Yeah. Obviamente. También continúas en el segundo rol, que obviamente es Coming Back. Coming Back es una historia totalmente diferente a cómo fue tu debut. Entonces yo quisiera preguntarte sobre el estar en un debut, pasar por otro rol mucho más característico. ¿Cómo fue el efecto de cambiar personajes?
Yes, in fact, Jhon wants to know how was the effect of start to performing a lot of different characters because we know that after Another Weekend you did Coming Back with that Hewitt. So tell us about these, yes, the roles that you have been taking since your beginning and later with Coming Back.
Well, I range from different roles because I used to be a cop in North Las Vegas. So I have cop background. I also was a military veteran. I was deployed in Saudi Arabia. I have military background in real life. Also been a mom for 23 years and a wife. Everything that I've done, I'm going to be 43.
Wow.
I'm older. So everything I've done has helped me. But when I get a role, I study it. Is this person a real life character? You got to do the homework on it. There's a lot of homework. There's a lot of investigating and then applying the lines to that character. And it's about, I usually go over probably 6 to 8 hours when I have a role, 6 to 8 hours a day of, and then I'll record myself. I'll also send it to other people so they can give me feedback on what they feel. And by the end of the time I have to study for it, I'm on set. You have to know your marks too. You can't just know your role and your character. You have to know where to stand, how to position yourself. Sometimes you got to cheat the camera, so you got to look a certain way, even though it doesn't. You're looking at them. You're not fully looking. You're looking more towards the camera. There's a lot of techniques in it. The lighting, the green screens too. You have to know kind of what's going on with that. There's a lot to it, but there's so much, and it seemed like a lot was coming at me, a lot, and I had to turn some things down. I found out don't take anything on that you're not going to learn from, you're not going to grow from, or you're not going to get paid. I have volunteered for other sets, so that's how you learn. You have to, see what's out there and see who's credible too, because there's a lot of people that aren't credible. They say something, smoke and mirrors, but they can't back it up. So you do have to do a little of your own investigation to make sure they're credible. You can do everything right on your end, and then you're working with people, and they're not showing up on time. They're not feeding people. You need to know your lines. There's a lot of relying on other people that are with you. So they have to work as a team.
ya estando en esta segunda participación, hay otro rol en el que me pareció interesante y es Game Night. Lo dirigió Bobby Peoples. ¿Quién es Bobby Peoples? El famoso productor de Forbidden Fruit. Es increíble cómo esta producción de Forbidden Fruit, obviamente, aparte de Game Night, fue conocido en Colombia bastante, en cineforos, pero también yo te pregunto, al ser dirigida por él, ¿qué cambios característicos fueron importantes para aprender no solo de que Bobby es uno de los grandes productores, sino eso fue también que te ayudó para interesar el rol como productora y también la participación en esta en Game Night?
Okay, this question is a mixed question because it's not only about your role in Game 9, but also because you had worked also with great producers. How this has, yes, helped you to build your own career as a producer. So tell us about your role in Game 9, but also how you be working or how you be learning or taking things of a lot of mentors or producer directors to be a producer from yourself.
I'll help you out with that one too. The first producing was even before I think I ever went on a first set. It was brought to me about supporting a 7-film challenge. So associate producer or executive producer, and they are distinctive with the job roles. I won't, now that I'm in a little further, I will not be involved with anybody that has never had a feature film. You have to have at least one feature film for me to want to give you money to support the film. Also, if I'm supporting your film, I need to know who the characters are, who the crew is, what sites you picked out, what the script's about. So they have to usually give me a pitch deck. They have to give me the slides or the little, you know how it's like a minute of a little preview, I forget the words, the preview of the movie clip to see who they want in there, how big is their budget, how much do they want from me. There's a lot that goes on into that.
Worldwise es, obviamente, es algo distinto a lo que ella hacía como antes, pero más en tu rol como productora. ¿Qué te interesó para poder apoyar las historias de terror? Sobre todo que es una producción tuya, es una obra dirigida por Jhon, pues lo conocemos por Amityville, todo el universo que está. Mañana hablamos con Dustin Claigan, Ari García, y que en esta producción de Worldwide está Sally Kinkar, Ken Davitian. Entonces yo te pregunto, ¿cómo es el poder producir historias y que las leyendas del cine independiente, que el cine que todos conocemos, se pueda complementar y hacer como un buen equipo, más en lo que es del terror?
Okay, I'm happy for this question because now we are going to talk about Good Switch, one of your first productions. We know, in fact, this morning we were talking with Dustin Klinger, and of course, we talked about Chauncey Phillips, the director, but also, and it's crazy because this morning we are also talking about Lorelai Linklater, and she's in the cast with Tom Sizemore, Sally Kirkland, a lot of legends that are apporting something different from the horror genre. Tell us about Good Switch.
Oh my gosh, that was the first time. It was in January, it was filmed of this year. So I got to connect with Sean Phillips and Lauren Francesca, which also we just did the Mistletoe Massacre too. But we'll go back to Woods Witch first. It's first time working with them on the set. My character was Meredith. My brother got lost in the woods. I'm at a bar, I'm telling the interview. Some was from the script and others was improv. You have to know improv. If someone gives you something like a line and they want you to go with it, you have to be able to come up with something that makes sense while filming. I liked it. I love the storyline. I love the people so much that I got to make that other movie now, Mistletoe Massacre. And a little insider tip, they're doing the script right now for another one.
No, and I want to tell you, Jhon, déjame hacer esta. Tú le ibas a preguntar por Mistletoe Massacre.
Oh, pregúntale.
Okay, I'm happy because I got the question. No, in fact, I'm a big fan of Lorelai Linklater since boyhood, and I always watching all the stills that she got from Mistletoe Massacre, I'm happy that
Have to smash the
things that
bottle over her head.
of
It was
course
so much fun. It was
I
fun.
I always watching the pictures of her of Ausika Pride that she was on the channel. You can tell us something about Mistletoe Massacre. Go ahead because we are so excited.
Okay, that movie is going to be over the top, wild, crazy action, and it's going to be chaos but fun. It's going to be there's all different characters as you saw: Tom Sizemore, Bei Ling, Ken, from Borat and from Cobra Kai. The other guy, Angel, from Scarface. He's in the movie Scarface with Al Pacino. There's a whole bunch of characters. There's some good celebrity people in there. They're fun. They made it fun. They already been in it a while, so you're able to go off of them and their input. There's a lot of comedians in there. It's wild. I just can't wait to see, so you guys can see me smash the bottle over her head. Yeah, she got caught doing something. I'm one of the coworkers, so she got yelled at by me, but I smashed a fake bottle, a fake vase, but it was really big. It went all over. I have something in slow motion. I just don't want it aired until after the movie comes out, so I don't want to ruin the scenes. There's pictures I did not post yet because they will ruin some of the characters, and the scenes are very wild. I posted here and there, but nothing that's going to ruin any scenes. And there's some really over the top, I can't believe that's happening. I can't believe I'm seeing what I'm seeing kind of scenes. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be, I give you a heads up, it's going to be a wild movie. And they're making another one right now. They're actually going over some scripts. So I would love to work with them again. Fantastic. I advise everybody that wants to meet other people, be connected. Once they show it, get connected to them. They know how to make a movie. They know how to get it done. They have their own connections. They have a system, and it works. And it's been growing every time. I have a second movie I've been on with them, and it's just bigger and bigger. So it's fun.
I will translate a little bit because Jhon will love it. Jhon, lo de Mistletoe Massacre es tan loco. Bueno, de hecho, ella nos hace aquí una especie de inside de una escena. Hay una escena, una ruptura en una botella que es durísima, es ella. Dos, dice que hay unas escenas loquísimas que todavía no las puede mostrar. Obviamente yo le dije que estoy viendo las fotos de Loleré y de Aussie. Tú sabes que también hay un elenco buenísimo ahí, ¿no? Con Sizemore. Y Jhon, se ve la segunda parte. Yes.
Tenemos que esperarlo, porque es importante.
Wow, continúa, amigo.
De hecho, eso es lo más increíble, que ella apoya el producir películas que están llevándose mucho más importantes, más distinto, con temática nueva, fresca, pero hay una producción en la que ella está involucrada que es el Road Angel. Sabemos de que obviamente la dirige Brenda Daly y que Ben Stover hace como protagonista. Ben Stover es magnífico, o sea, yo he visto películas de Ben Stover y que la protagonista Sheila, ¿por qué? Es interesante el personaje porque ella como que sufre un evento traumático, se me hace similar al cortometraje de Jatenjor en el que lo interpretó Stefano Dapre, nuestro colega y amigo. Entonces yo quiero preguntarte sobre cómo es desarrollar historias, el poder apoyar la iniciativa de los efectos del estrés postraumático en los personajes, más que es algo militar, algo de venganza.
One of the productions that you made was from Angel, from Brenda Daly. We know that this movie deals with traumatic experience, being a war hero, and you being a war veteran, a war hero. Tell us more, yes, about involucrating in this, telling this kind of histories. And we know that Ben Stover is the protagonist, is an amazing actor. And the great thing is also is a woman that is directing it. So tell us more about telling these stories that deals with post-trauma, the things that sometimes people don't talk about these subjects.
So you want me to talk about the movie or people that experience that post-traumatic stress disorder?
If you can tell us both, the Road Angel and
Road Angel, I was associate producer. I funded it, and I do know some of the actors and stunts. I did get to see the movie on the red carpet. It was good. It was put together nicely. she's a tough female, trying to take life day by day. A lot of things happen to her. A lot of things happen from her past that are coming to light, and she kicks butt. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I like showing a female toughness in the tactics. Sometimes people don't, when they see me, they don't know that I was a cop or in the military. That I can handle things until they get to know me, and they're like, oh, okay. So I like that challenge, and I like that she brought to light Brenda Daly. She has her own talk show. You should connect with her. So you can do it just like this. I think she would love to talk to you guys, and connect with her, because she has her own talk show. So you guys could share each other's experience as her as a director. It was her first feature film. I think she did wonderful. So that's a lot of pressure. You don't realize how much money, time, people, everything, and things, in films, there's a lot of hiccups. Things don't always go so smoothly, and you just have to keep pushing and finding out ways to get it done.
Wow. I will tell to my friend Jhon. Jhon, dice Nicole, y por cierto, hay que agradecerle que Brenda Daly tiene su propio talk show. Dice ella que si podemos contactarla, que hasta Brenda nos puede entrevistar, porque Brenda también tiene un formato similar. Oh, Nicole, thank you so much. And yes, I will tell Jhon that contact Brenda. It will be great.
And it's not just Brenda. I have a couple other friends here that do their own talk shows. Maria Pureze, she's good too to talk to. She's very affiliated. She does a lot of red carpets out here in Vegas. And then I have a friend, Brandon Crum. He does TMZ, California. There's a lot of good connections. It's just putting yourself out there. So when I do posts, I share job opportunities. I share opportunities to be on a set, and also people that I got interviewed with, if they want to be interviewed by the person. I'm always sharing so people know how to connect themselves to each other so they can grow.
Wow. Jhon, tú diste los nombres, dice que si los contactamos, también nos pueden invitar a sus talk shows, posiblemente. Continúa, mi amigo.
Lo bueno de que Nicole produzca este tipo de historia, primero porque no solo que sean terroríficas, también son de suspenso. Yo creo que ella es una de las ponentes importantes en esta industria del cine, pero más en este cine que ya despega con buenos ojos, porque créame que estoy esperando la historia de House Einstein. ¿Por qué? Porque es una historia, te pregunto, es una historia que quizás está inspirada al libro de Andrew Hart, que es The Woman in Our Eyes, dependiendo, porque la historia es algo como de retroceso de la mente, de cómo la protagonista está en un limbo de que si es real o no. Entonces yo le pregunto, ¿es algo inspirado a esa novela? ¿Y qué opinas sobre el poder ver que la mujer está tomando un buen rumbo en todo el protagonismo del cine?
Okay, one of the movies that Jhon is waiting, of course, myself also, is Housing Time. Jhon is asking that this movie is based on a novel or an original story. And also Jhon wants to showcase, in fact, Jhon is asking, is that movie related to the book, The Woman in Our House, the Andrew Hart, of Andrew Hart? Or, yes, why is the inspiration? And of course, he want to showcase that the thing that you say, that roles that empower women in movies. So tell us more about
that. Was my favorite movie I did see. It was really good. The way he put it together, and the actress, she was amazing. Next time I'll be like, can I get in there? Because he did fantastic putting that together. It got a little crazy because it goes back and forth through the room. There's certain times where we can go through it. So she's trying to go through something, but it's not, the portal's not there yet. So there's a lot of tension build up. Is she gonna go crazy at the end? I don't want to spoil, but that was a really fantastic movie I got to see. He was really genius with the money. He got very little funds, and he was able to pull it off. He did fantastic. It was they had little money to pull this off. It was under 10,000.
Oh,
no, little.
Little.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and that movie, from the synopsis, the poster, it really promised. And it seems that Jhon, es que es la favorita de ella. Dice que de hecho fue una de las películas que tuvo menos presupuesto, como $10,000. Ella dice que es increíble cómo lograron ponerla y que la actuación principal dice que no puede spoilear, pero yo creo que promete más con lo que dijo. No spoilers, I told Jhon that no spoilers. No.
Bueno.
Pero Jhon, promete.
Promete bastante.
Oh, you know what I found out?
Tell me.
I don't know if it's legit yet, but the CSI Las Vegas might be coming back to Vegas.
Yes.
Jhon. Not yet though, it's just a rumor.
But I will tell it. Jhon, hay un rumor. Tú sabes que ella trabajó en CSI Vegas, ¿no?
Sí.
Parece que vuelve. O sea, ¿se acuerda que se había ido un poco y todo el mundo, qué pasó con, que por cierto es mi favorita, ¿no? La CSI vuelve. Pero es rumor.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, possibly, maybe.
Maybe.
It's just a rumor. But
what else is there? I'm trying to think. The one I was on that I can talk about was that Power of Attorney. It's a TV series. They're on season 2. My show doesn't come out till October, but it was fun. A monkey bit me. The director said something. I was in a court scene. I had to cry, and it's Power of Attorney. Check it out. It's a good TV series. What else? Bar Rescue. Bar Rescue was fun with John Taffer, and I got to meet Chef Vic Vegas, which then I got to be on his Food Network. Food Paradise, eating a big burger. It was like too much. I have other movies that I'm filming, but I had to sign something, so I can't say anything right now. But when they come out, I have a lot of people come up to me, want me to film or fund their producing. But the main thing is they have to have a good script. They have to give me who's in their cast or who they want in their cast with the budget. So that's really important. And then, are they new to it? Is it their first feature film, or have they already had one? So they kind of have an idea. Because that first feature film, you don't realize how expensive it can be. Very time consuming. I mean, you really need to have your crew and your cast and your locations, everything already locked in. So yeah, it's just seeing what next. I already know what this month is bringing. I just have to see what. Actually, I know what June is bringing. Do you know Eric Roberts?
Of course.
Oh, do you? Okay. Well, I could be in an upcoming movie with him in June. So, yeah. It just is. It's just busy. Mostly tired. Like everybody's like, and people don't say Nicole Butler. On my IMDb, it's Nicole Butler the 9th, but they're like, Nicole Vegas! I'm like, it's Butler. No one cares. They just want to say Nicole Vegas. So I'm like, do I have to change my name now? Because everybody doesn't listen to me. They just want to say Nicole Butler. It says Nicole Butler right on there, but nobody knows Nicole Butler. They only know Nicole Vegas. I'm like, it's okay. They said it's catchier, I guess. I'm like, why are you calling me that? Why are you saying that? And they're like, oh, it's catchy. I go, but that's not on my IMDb. They don't care. They're going to call me whatever they want, and that's it.
But I love Nicole Butler. I love how it sounds, that name.
I love how it sounds too.
Yes. Jhon, estaba mencionando algunas de las producciones que no están subidas, pero se vienen. Posiblemente en junio se viene una producción con Eric Roberts. Y que dice que es muy gracioso porque la gente la llama Nicole Vegas y no, es Nicole Butler. Pero ella dice que no le importa si la llaman Nicole Vegas. Amigo, ¿tienes más preguntas?
De hecho, no, pero hay otra que yo creo que para culminar y es, ¿cuál es la opinión sobre que tiene el producir historias sobre mitos? Como Drum Down, que es sobre el pie grande. Entonces, ¿cómo es poder conocer un poco la historia y también poder ser de la mano con Mike Conway? Mike Conway es conocido por ser el de Excitement. Así que bueno.
Oh boy, I hope it's not a question.
Okay, no, don't worry. This is the final question. And it's about not only about Drum Down with Mike Conway, but just how do you feel producing projects also that tells about urban legends? We know that this is from Bigfoot, but we know also that you produce
Mike Conway. Actually, I just connected him with my friend that is going to be doing a different Bigfoot creature movie coming up out in California. So I was like, hey, do you have your costume? Do you have your stilts? So I will be able to hopefully connect them with, he's really good. He's very talented with drones, the drone work up above. He's very talented that way. I didn't personally get to work with him on set. I funded his a little bit, executive producer on his. Good crew. I know most of the talent on there. I like them. I enjoy them. I'm excited. Hopefully I can talk about actually being on a set of a Bigfoot one, but it won't be until California, but that's further down with somebody else. There's always productions being made. I'm hoping Mike can come on board, because I just connected these two together. He already has his expertise of with all the costume making and his drone expertise. I think that will come in handy. Meeting this other guy that has his own area that he knows how to film. Everybody knows how, right? There's all different ways to film. Air, you hold it, and there's different ways. And I think them coming together, they can really make a really fun Bigfoot. I hope I didn't give it away too much. I didn't tell the person's name, the other person.
No, don't worry.
I gotta be really careful with all the lot of stuff coming up though. And I would get on board because I've worked with them and I know they're credible, or I've connected with them somehow. I will back anybody that's credible. Anybody that's ever been on set. They're good. They're good work ethic. So that's really imperative. Yeah.
So tell us, please, your social media, send a bit high. If you can tell people to stay tuned to some project, go ahead.
Well, I do have an Instagram, but I try not to use it though. Everybody uses that. I do like my Facebook, and they can connect me through, even though it says Nicole Vegas. Nicole Vegas on Facebook. That's how they probably call me. That's why they. But I post a lot on there. So if they have any concerns, anything going on, maybe they're having problems on set. I had a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, hey, I'm going through this. What can I do? What am I doing wrong? And just sometimes it's just redirecting them a little bit more. And then they get the confidence to be like, okay, I know how to market now. I know that the areas I need to work on. I do a lot of community service out here too in Vegas. So if you guys ever come out, you have a Vegas friend.
Thank you.
Been out here 17 years, come out and visit. Or come out on one of the sets with me with Jhon and Lauren. Next set, you should really connect with them. They're wonderful, really great experience to work with them. And then all the talents that they bring on, I think it's a really good connection that way.
Wow, before I ask you to the final picture so we can share, Jhon, datos muy importantes. Dice que tenemos una amiga en Las Vegas. Dice que contentemos con Sean Loren, because también, sí, porque igual puedes pedirle después porque es un buen contacto. Y te tengo una buena noticia que tengo que decirla. Le fue tan bien en ese proyecto que parece que están hablando para hacer otro proyecto de pie grande, o sea que imagínate. Y nada, Jhon, la foto.
La foto, por favor.
And Nicole, please, we are going to take a picture so we can share about this interview. Nicole, we want to know before everything ends. Yes, so thank you so much for being here. Why do you accept to be here on this channel, and what Hannah told you about?
Thank you, Anna. Hannah.
Thank you, Anna.
Yes. You too. Thank you. It was good to connect with you. I just didn't know. I was trying to look at your other interviews, and I couldn't get to them. So I had no idea what you usually ask or how to prepare. So I was just going to wing it, which I usually do so far in this acting career field. If you do have any questions, or if you want me to connect you to anybody that I do know that you see, let me, I'll just tag you, or I'll put a private message so you guys can interact. The only thing I suggest is maybe those subtitles, you know how they switch from Spanish to English?
I always tell to Jhon to do that. And I hope he do that, but sometimes I do the translation. Sometimes the interview, it's only in English, sometimes in both languages. But I will tell Jhon, before, it's one of the things that people always tell me, man, so titled. But yeah. I love how this channel is growing, and we are happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
Thank you. And I hope I get to work with you guys. Definitely, please, let's do something on one of those upcoming sets. I will be posting on my page opportunities or connections. It's really important. That's how you expand your networking and get busy. So busy.
Like you, so busy. Wow. Jhon, antes de que se acabe.
No, just kidding.
No, dice
Maybe
que,
not. Okay. Thank
que si
you.
logramos, I will translate to my friend Jhon that, Jhon, que si queremos trabajar con ella, que a ella le gustaría, que ella es de etiquetar mucho, que ella obviamente te va a enviar un mensaje o va a etiquetar gente sobre esto, y que lo mejor de esto es estar ocupado. Yo le dije, claro, como ella.
Sí.
Wow, no, thank you, Nicole.
Congratulations, God bless you, y
No,
thank
you're
you.
amazing, Nicole. Bye, bye.
Bye, bye.
See ya.